streaming. I've been talking all this time and it wasn't streaming, but now going back. Okay, so this is my first watercolor experience right now. I'm learning how to do fruits right now. So hopefully, I mean, we have to. There's a first for everything, right? I'm so used to doing acrylics. And this looks like it's somewhat easy, but I dibble dabbled with it last night. Not intentionally creating images or like drawings or illustrating. I just kind of like did lines and circles and all that kind of practice. So um let me see. So now I'm pretty much just doing this. I see all those people from Skillshare. They do it so fast, and like it's so intimidating seeing them do it. Mine doesn't even look like a lemon anymore. It should be easy, I have to think about this as it's um it's the same as acrylics, because I think acrylics is the easiest way, the easiest art. I don't know, I could be wrong, but because I'm so used to it, it's the easiest for me. I can do this like in a couple of minutes just to make something. But of course, let's do I'm gonna try to do plum. Plum is something that that I kind of saw on Skillshare. Let me just get some napkins here. That's one thing I didn't remember having napkins. There we go. So we could get that up. So I do want to put a little bit of purple. Let's do purple. Okay, so I'm gathering some purple. Let's do something on here. Okay, I'm supposed to squeeze the water out. I guess I have to do this. Okay. Yeah, I'm so used to putting lights. Like in watercolor, it's like, let's do a little bit of a darker shade here. I think I'm supposed to wait for the water to dry before I could put another color on top of it, so it has that like shaded color. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have to get my dryer here to make it faster. So I do have this. Oops. Some kind of dryer here. I'm pretty equipped, I guess, with all the stuff that I've done in the past. Guess that's it. Quick and easy. But the thing is, I want it to be as smooth as what I see, whatever I learn in Skillshare. I really want to put like something darker here. So assuming I could just now put it, now that it's a little drier. Let me try it a little bit more. There we go. How quick that is. There you go. feel like it's so light, but I guess that's watercolor. I want to smooth this out, but for some reason it's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to like add more water. So much for my Skillshare tutorials. Sometimes I don't pay attention and just do it on my own. I have that tendency. See, there's that plum. It looks like a butt. Okay, let me try like grapes. Now we're gonna do, or cherries. Let's do cherries. Okay, so I'm gonna do red. Red, okay. Guess it's just little circles. I feel like it's so dry. I want to leave a little bit of that white somewhere here. At least that's what I would do with, and I go over in acrylics. I go over it with acrylic paint, like the white. I just let it dry, and I just dab in the white. It's getting dry. It's lighter, so this is something I just remembered from Skillshare. This one lady who's teaching how to do watercolors. Guess I have to make it a little wetter. I feel like I have to make the top lighter, and I don't know how to make that happen. Or I guess I have to make the bottom darker then. Maybe I should use like a different color, like kind of like ombre brown, so that it has that darker color in the bottom. Okay, so I put a little bit of that kind of brown, like like copper color. Oh God. Let's see. But green. Let's do. I have to kind of. What I'm doing is I'm erasing it, taking it out, and then adding another color. So I'm gonna do green this time. So I really don't know if this is the right way, but I guess that's what I'm learning. Maybe I should make them the same size. Let's see. Ah. Okay. Guess that's good. Oh, I forgot about YouTube. Oh gosh, YouTube. Oh my god. In my house. Without. Okay. Oh, I have to change this to. Oops. Okay. Am I doing this right? Sometimes I feel like. Oh gosh. I turned on Restream and I tried to dibble dabble with YouTube, but I don't know if you guys could hear me because I'm told that I guess you guys can't hear me? Ah, I'm talking. I'm here. If you can hear me, say hello. I don't know. I haven't. There's only a few people that I've talked to on the chat thing, so I don't know. I don't know if it's working, but this is all a trial for me anyway. Maybe I'll get better at it as I go. Well, I'm getting faster. Creating circles, grapes, circles. When I was watching a tutorial, they didn't leave like the white stuff on it on the top, like the thing. Uh, okay, so can hear me, but oh, I guess I have to reply. How do I reply? Okay, reply. Great. You hear me. Nice. Okay. So, doing here. Let's see. Maybe one more here. That. Can you hear my music? In the background. I try to do like the one where I play it right on the computer, but it was slowing down everything and it wasn't recording. Well, I'm assuming that it was slowing it down. Slowing down my computer or something. That's why it wouldn't do it. But, huh, this is not bad at all. I just want to like make the bottom a little greener. So I'm assuming that we need to use uh, like a darker shade of green to the bottom like this. Again, in the tutorial, they make it look so easy in Skillshare. But the way and yeah, that's the one thing I need to do. I need to learn how to um, follow directions. Sometimes I just get into it that I do it on my own. I learn on my own, but I watch it and I see what they do, and then I make my own. Like that. Thanks. Nice grapes. Yes, I will. Well, I'll make some melons for you. Maybe you'll think that's nice too. My melons. I'll show you my melons. Uh, yeah. See something like that? I'm gonna try to do a strawberry now. That is one of the tutorials they made, but don't remember because I sometimes again don't pay that much attention. But let's see what I can do. That's dry. It's like a heart. Kind of don't want to make it like full, since I feel like I need like a. There you go. I want to put leaves on these guys too. I want the red to be darker, so I guess I have to dry this up. Okay, is that dry? No. Big juicy melons. I can show you my big juicy melons when I'm done with my strawberries. Okay, so still not dark enough. Because, you know, I have to remember that this is watercolor and not acrylics. So in acrylics, like we really make it like really bold and dark. Watercolors, I'm I'm pretty sure it's meant to be like translucent because that's, I mean, if we want it bold, then I guess we use acrylics, right? Um, but again, I have like a tendency to just put some like kind of darker color right here. Although on the tutorial it doesn't call for it. It doesn't say to do that. It just says to let it dry and that and then go over it with the same color. And yeah, I'm supposed to do that. But I kinda move it. Let's see, since these guys are dry, let's put in, let's clean this up. I'm supposed to clean these brushes. Or is it self-cleaning or does it just clean by itself? But okay, anyway. Let's do that. Let's see. I hope it's like that. And that. Let's go like that. Oops. Make a bit there. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. No, this is for the. There you go. Just like that. Yes, we can just like put something like here. Ah! Okay. Let's do like a. How about a leaf? Plums? Leaves like that? I don't know. I almost wanna like. Oh, I know what they do to put that white. I remember now. They use white markers. Oh, I think I just messed this up. So let's turn this. I messed this one up, but okay. It's just a trial. Experience. Oh yeah. The grapes would be fun. Let's just put a little bit of this. There we go, like this. From what I could remember. Let's put a little bit. Feel like I have to darken up the bottom of the plum, but okay. Let's see. There we go. How can anyone talk? How can anyone talk and think at the same time when painting? I feel like it's so hard to do that. Let's see. I want to darken up my plum. Yeah, look at that. I guess it darkens up. This is the same color. I'm using the same color. I'm not using like a darker shade of purple or anything like that. Yes. Guess that's fine. Okay. Now let's do this. Oh, it's still wet. So let's go ahead and okay. Don't I have to put green? Oh shoot! It bled a little bit. Guess I have to really wait. What about an orange? Let's go with an orange. Is there orange? Do I have orange? Oh, yeah, I do. Ooh, dark. This is the orange. So I guess there's the orange. I guess I have to wait till that dries a little bit, and so I can put a little bit darker. Yeah. Well, in the meantime, because I have short attention span, let's put little leaves there. Veins of leaves. Okay, so I want to add a little bit more. I have to be up here to see it. I'll just mess this up. Guess more water would help. Oops. I guess that's how we do it. It fell. Okay. I am working tonight. I'm going to teach a class in Atwater Village. That's in like Glendale area, LA, Glendale area, right in between the city of LA and Glendale World. I live in LA where it's everything is LA. We just have different names for different zip codes. um, so that's really bad. But let's see. Don't I need to put green here? I guess I have to use like markers for this, guys. There you go. I want to create one for this one too, but it's still wet. So definitely I need to put dots on this one. Let's make it bigger. Yeah, a little too much. But yep, screwed that one up. But okay. So I kind of want to start putting like lines on these guys. I think it'll look nicer with like strokes on these guys. Oops. That. And I need to get white pens a lot more because although I bought one, I can't find it. I was using it and I can't find it. Is that a little better? I think that's a little better. Maybe a little bit of this. At first, I was doing the pens first. Like I was doing the pens first before, and then I start putting the watercolor, and then they start bleeding. So when I saw the tutorials, they actually do it after. Oh, I know what I'm gonna put. Purple streamer 11. Oh, it's almost 12. Actually, start time. Okay. So I guess these are my fruits. Learning it. This is not drying as fast as I thought. So, I guess I put a little too much water on here. Kind of cool. I'm moving it. Still, it's kind of weird. I guess it's just this thing. This thing is weird. So. Oh, there's that guy. Kind of want to start putting the white pens on here. Let's see. I want to put the leaf colors. Okay. Green? Oh, wait. Oh, no. I wrote a paint. Use the paint. I mean, the line first. Oh, gosh. How's that going to work out? It's going to bleed. Well, yeah, it's bleeding. So I shouldn't do that. I should, like, watercolor first before I do that. See, now it's bled. So, lesson learned. Always remember to do water first, unless maybe when I get like a waterproof or water like resistant type of pens, maybe that will work, because I have a tendency to just draw first just to see the outline. But yeah, how long have I been streaming? Let's see. Doesn't say. Guess I have to learn how to. Oh, I'm in 30 minutes. Okay. Yes, I'm using the heat tool. It's easier. It's easier to use the heat tool than my hair dryer, so I don't have to run to the bathroom every time. And because this is easier too, because it doesn't like blow so hard. So let's see. Let's see now the orange. I feel like the orange is like doesn't have enough like color into, well, not color, but I like to make it a little lighter. Okay, let's see. Let's see. There's my orange. They also have little pores. I wish I could have done the orange a little lighter. I shouldn't have gone over it so much, but the water kind of spilled on it, so I had to spread out the color. Okay. Now, I'm blowing on it so it's not so. There. Maybe I could go ahead. There you go. A little bit. So it shows a little bit of that vine. And my weird looking plum over here. Let's see. I can outline it like that. Oh gosh, I have to be really careful with watercolor because I feel like it's so delicate. Oh my god, so look at that. I make a mistake. In acrylics, it's always easier to fix the mistakes. Not so much with watercolor, I don't think. Or at least I haven't learned how to fix mistakes with watercolor. Okay. So hopefully with practicing all these like first these easy ones, hopefully I get to learn how to do like harder things to make, like people. I want to learn how to watercolor using watercoloring people. There you go. I'm gonna try to do my best to use the highlights using the white pen. I saw it from other people who were doing it on Skillshare. I can't find them right now. I would look at it to find them right now, but so this is the white Uniball that I have. I do want to kind of color the inside. Let's do a little bit of brown colorings with the stems. There we go. A little bit. Doesn't look so empty. There we go. So it bleeds. Oh gosh. Oh well. At least we get that. A little bit of that. There we go. There, so it's a little bit. Let's see. I almost want to use these things. Let's see. Maybe I can use these things. It's like markers. It's a little bit easier for me, I feel, but I try to use the traditional markers. Oh, look at that. It does go over it. That's good. I guess I could mix the two. I could mix like traditional watercolor and watercolor markers. I like that a lot better. I really do. Let's see here. Nice. The heat tool is good for drying inks. Yes. And I'm glad I have it. And I want to thank a special someone for getting me a heat tool. It's actually very, very useful for what I'm doing here. Oh, could I use this to use for the vines instead of black? It probably would look so good. The green veins of the thing. So let's see. Let's do this. I still need to learn how to do this too because the bristles are so soft. Good point. I guess it's just how I get used to this. Okay, so now I'm gonna use these for highlights. Nice. Pretty excited to use this. Ooh, there you go. That's what they use to lighten up. There you go. So I really didn't have to like leave spaces because I could put the white pen over it. Yeah. Light source would be coming here actually. So let's see. There you go. Okay. Ah. Ah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So this is yellow lemon. I feel like the lemon is not dark enough. There we go. I want to darken up the lemon actually because it feels like it's too light. Maybe we could put a little bit more yellow. If not, we'll put orange. Ooh, it bled. Ooh, more. There you go. More yellow. Squeeze. Oh no, the water's gonna come out. Make it a little bit more. I'll put a little bit of brown on the bottom here. More tan, not brown. Tan. Darken it up a little bit. See how that will look. I think I went a little too overboard with this one. I guess the point is I shouldn't overthink this. How this will work. Now I feel like I have to add white to it. This side. White. Okay, I screwed up the lemon, but okay, that's fine. I guess that's what we're supposed to do. I don't think this too much. There you go. I'll try another strawberry. Okay, so I'm filling everything up as much as I can. And okay. A little bit. Okay. Remember. Here. It's dark over there, which is nice. There's a little like edgy thing right there. Oops. Okay. There you go. Can't deform strawberry, but okay. It's starting to look like an apple. Okay. Should just stop that. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's keep it like that. And then I want to put a little bit of green. Leaves there. One here. Another one here. Okay, this is okay. Okay. Philip DeFranco. I was playing Philip DeFranco, but I think it's different now. But Philip DeFranco. Okay, so now I think it's dry. I can go ahead and start putting in like a little seedlings right there. Just a little bit. Okay. Then we could probably go ahead and outline it now. Okay. There you go. I just might be a little impatient because it feels like the paper is still a little wet, but I'm just being a little impatient. And I'm lining over it now. So now the ink is a little dark because it's still wet. It's still bleeding. It looks like a tomato. See, that's my problem. I feel like it needs a little bit more. Yeah, maybe I should use waterproof pens. I have waterproof pens somewhere. So I'm not adding anything different, like any different color. I'm just adding the same color on top because that's what I've seen other watercolor experts do. And I guess that's what I need to do. I did do that to the lemon. Look how weird that turned out. But I'm getting a little better. I mean, I like the strawberry a little bit more than this strawberry. This actually look a little bit like it's meant to be a strawberry. I did put the line marks, the lines, way too prematurely. So when it bleeds when I put water on it. So now I want to put the highlights. I'm liking this pen. It's so nice. Gel, like it's gel. I think that's a little better. Let's dry it up a little bit. Now that's the watercolor I was looking for. That's how I'm supposed to do it. Yes, I'm sure I'll get better as I go. Very nice. So I guess that's what I can do. I do have to go grocery shopping now. So this is my tutorial, and hopefully I get better and better at it. I'll try to do one every day. Pretty happy with it, especially because it's my first time. I ended up liking the cherry a lot, and I like this strawberry more than this one. This one is kind of weird, but of course gotta learn. Not so happy with the grapes because I feel like I could make something a little darker. That's why, like with this, I feel like I wanna like, put something darker like that, and then go over it. Then just give that tone, give that. See, I feel like that's the way it should be. I guess in art there is no rule of like just using one medium. I mean, we can use markers, then spread it out. I feel like it just has a little bit more boldness when it's darker in the bottom like that. But I do have to get going because I have to work at 5. I have to be in Glendale by 5, Atwater, Glendale, all LA. And that's what's so funny about when people tell me, like from out of town, they would tell me that like I would say something about like, oh my gosh, I do not like going to LA. And they would say, well, aren't you from LA? I'm like, yeah, I mean like, the central LA. I guess what you can say, I'm in the city. I don't know if you can call it the suburbs or whatnot, or where I am. I'm in the valley. It's still the city, but I mean, you go into more central LA and it gets so jammed, so much traffic, you know. But what do we have, you know, for the love of what I do, I'll go to downtown LA sometimes for classes, even though, I'm not crazy about going to downtown LA. Um, Driving there, working there, it's fine. Um, Parking is really hard to find. Thank you, Beer Chugs. He said, great job. But, yeah, so I have to go to Glendale to teach a class in the studio today. Usually I go to like businesses, and they have like parties, like company parties, and they want to do um like party, like just for fun in the office. So they hire my company to do art, to do painting. Although the company itself, that what they do, they're artistic. It's a studio for, I guess, I don't know, for well, that last one I thought was for GIFs, like they create GIFs. So they themselves are artistic. So why in the world would they want someone to teach them how to paint? something, but I guess it's just a bunch of like people who are not the artists. Oh, some of them were artists, so they had their own thing. But I guess it's just for fun in their world. I just want like someone could teach you there. But this is a little better. Oh, I just went rambling and rambling, and I have to go. There we go. This is actually easier than the actual watercolor. These guys, watercolor brush pens. Watercolor brush pens. There we go. Watercolor brush pens. Those are a little bit. I like it. I like the watercolor brush pens. I like the traditional watercolors too, in which I have to learn. It's not like there's a difference. I just feel like the brush pens are so much easier for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, it has my. Okay, there you go. Okay. I don't know. Is it self cleaning? I don't know how this works. I will clean it as much as I can. I guess that's it. Maybe I need to buy some more. Anyway. So yeah. I guess I'm good to go. Alright guys, thank you for kind of like putting up with what I'm doing here, learning how to paint and learning how to use watercolor, learning how to do all this. I think I did good for my first time with watercolor. And yeah, I mean, that's that. Hope to see you again soon. Bye now.